So hello guys and welcome to Season 2, the first episode of the new season. Now, at the end of the last episode, you saw us have a very difficult discussion with the board, and we managed to keep his job and get him to give him another chance. By the 30th of June, no less than 23 players had left the club, and we were left with just 6 players on the books. Now, we have totally rebuilt. We've rebuilt a side full of players who are all expected to just be squad players. There is an understanding that between these 20-ish players, that they will be rotated throughout the season with no big-time Charlies. What has happened to Alex Babos? I can hear you asking. Alex Babos has stayed with the club and has signed a new, improved contract for 1 year. If we don't get out of this division this year, then fair enough. I think Alex Babos will be on his way. But we have built a team, and we're going to show you the first game against Leamington Spa, all the highlights from that, and we're going to have a quick run-through of all the transfers and staff changes as well that's gone on. There's been a lot of change in this summer, and hopefully we can promote us towards the top of the league in the league table. We're predicted to finish 7th this year. We're going to try and win it. Right then, so we might as well start at the transfers page. As you can see, there's been a few. We're not going to run through them all because there's been absolutely tons of players that have come in, but notable ones. So we started off with these two, James Jennings and Harry Lovick. Now, Harry Lovick is a 6'5" right winger. I just love to see that. What else should we show you? We've signed some cracking central midfielders. Will Atkinson's no longer here. Notable other people that went was Jake Kenyon. Jake Kenyon left. Toby Lee's left. The first real one of good quality was Jay Minge, who is a central midfielder. Carrilero. He's going to be playing as a deep line playmaker for us. Looks a very good player and has done very well in pre-season, so that's him. Joining him in that midfield will be Benjamin Hall. Now, Benjamin Hall is a midfielder, a Metzala. We are going to be playing with a Metzala in our midfield 3 this season. He's going to fit right into that. Already looked very good in pre-season, 6'3". Excited to see what this man can do. Daniel Lowry, we signed a couple of left backs. Lowry is the reserve one, but a 3-star and 4-star potential ability. Looks a very good signing. You can't knock him at all. We've got some other players. Callum Watts is probably one more for the future, but still a 3-star player at 19 years of age. Will Callaghan is one of the 2 left wingers we've brought in at 5'5". We've got his other one. We brought him from West Ham, which is Gael Kaliba. Gael Kaliba is 5'3". But he has got pace, he has got acceleration, he can cross it, and he's got good technique, so we like this man a lot. We did keep hold of Babos, as aforementioned, but we have brought in another striker to bolster that. Lee Shaw, we've also managed to keep hold of him, but we've also brought in Jean-Pierre Thierry, who was a target man that's 5'10", not the biggest of target man, but a versatile striker, 4-star current ability, 4-star potential, £150 a week. We're not paying big wages on anybody this season, and he's got a lot to offer, and we already like the look of him. He's coming from Fulham. Lucas Dobar Baptist is a new right back who's going to be playing in place of Josh Claxton in this first game. Young fullback, good marking, good positioning, good off the ball, good pace. He's everything I like, and apparently he's very good at marking his opponent, which we like as well. Who else do we need to mention too? Yeah, Ollie Walters is going to be his first choice left back, 6'2" from Newcastle. Considered a physical player, a powerful player, and we'll add, because we had issues at left back last season. Nathan Fox didn't do it for the last few games of the season. Obviously, Jake Kenyon was a big player for us, but we couldn't persuade him to stay. So we're excited about the 2 left backs that we've got in. Goalkeeper, I was moaning that George Willis was too short all of last season. Well, we've brought in not much of a taller goalkeeper, but Dermot Mee has come from Manchester United, and he's a potential League One goalkeeper in the future. He will be challenging for the starting spot. George Willis is captain, so he's going to be starting this first game. But Dermot Mee definitely will be in the reckoning. We've got him down as a cup goalkeeper. He may be more than that. And the latest addition, and I think this pretty much rounds off our transfer dealings, is Lawrence Smith. Now, Lawrence Smith is a defensive midfielder, a ball-winning midfielder, and yeah, he's got a lot about him. 5'10", tackling, first touch, aggression, anticipation. He's going to come in very, very handy throughout this season. So we kick off our first game of the season against Leamington. We are favourites for this game. Apparently we should be going attacking, but we're not going to do because we're playing this balanced formation, and this is the team, a much changed team that will start. Now it's Willis in goal, a back four of Dorbar, Baptist, who we've just met. You haven't met, and I don't like having Bamfords at my club, but Tom Bamford is a 6'3" centre half, good at marking, good at positioning, good at tackling, natural fitness, jumping reach, everything I like to see in my centre halves. Tom Bamford has got. He will be playing against one of the survivors from last season. He'll be playing with James Jones, who is 6'5". We know all about him. We've just gone through Walters and Minge. Makanjuola is an advanced playmaker. 5'8", looks a player, 2.5 star, but 4.5 star potential Nigerian lad. And has looked very, very good in pre-season, so he gets the nod in midfield to play with Hill, who we've met Galiba, you know Shaw, and obviously you know Alex Babos. So we will kick off and hope. We've had a decent pre-season, we've not lost, we've had a couple of worrying results, but it's not a long pre-season, so hopefully we can start off well here. We have changed the pitch dimensions as well. Not a whole lot of different players in their team. Anybody that we noticed, Jake Weaver. But I think we did okay against Leamington last year, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to point the finger, and we are favourites. I expect you to win comfortably. I want a good performance. If there's any players that we do bring on, we'll introduce them as the game goes. But we'll start the game and straight into a highlight. So, but it is a Leamington highlight, worryingly. And Dorbar Baptist is going to be playing on that right hand side. Hopefully we're going to be better this season, but we are playing a Gegenpress this year, a 4-3-3. Alex Babos is in, and it's a very good tackle from then. Alex Babos has played in a 2 for most of his career with me. He is playing on his own up front this season. We're playing a Gegenpress and we're pushing. We had a lot of problems with people getting in behind us last season, so the idea this season is that we are going to push up as high as we possibly can, and we're playing an offside trap. So we're going to see how good, and hopefully as we progress through the season, they'll get more and more used to playing with each other, and we will be able to do more of that, and get better at the offside trap. But we have got a free kick, edge of the box from Kelbar, and he hits the bar, and it's cleared away well by Leamington. And yeah, all looking good. But a throw-in now down this side. We've got defending to do, and Baptist does it well, and now Shaw picks it up, and we know Shaw and Babos, we know all about Shaw and Babos. Look at the players we've got down this left-hand side here. It's crossing and Kelber's there. Oh, and it's just over. We want a winning start to this season. We definitely want a winning start to this season. It's another free kick. Mackinola crosses in. Bamford heads it towards goal, and Bamford misses. I can't get used to saying Bamford in my team. I'm not overly keen on it, but what can you do, really? 37 minutes on the clock, and I think it's fair to say we have had the better of that first half. It's probably worth... At half time, I'm looking at Mingy on a 6.2. He's probably going to be coming off, and we might make a few changes since it's the first game of the season. I'm not happy with your performance. I expect you to do better. That's motivated everybody. Clearly, the team talks are starting to work a little bit. Right. So Smith's going to come on for Mingy, and Mingy don't want to. He don't want to be that. He wants to be a ball-winning midfielder, which he can be. And I think apart from that, I think that's going to be his only change, apart from we're going to nip it up to positive, and hopefully see an improved second half from the boys. And you would sense that, I mean, they've had one shot on target then. Admittedly, we've only had 3, but we have dominated proceedings. We just need a goal. Mackinola crosses in, shows at the back stick, he's headed across goal, Kielba's there! And Kielba, he's going to be called Gale. No, he's going to be called Kielba. Kielba scores the first goal of the season. 5'3", all 5'3" of him. The little man on the wing. It's a good ball in. Shaw heads it back across goal, and Kielba gets the touch at the back post to make it Alfreton 1, Leamington 0. Positive start to proceedings for this new team. Mackinola back to Smith, who plays it nicely to Willis, who will knock it long, but Babos will collect it. We've got pace and power going forward now. Kielba's across again. Kielba is in again, and it's a good save from their goalkeeper. And now Babos takes the corner and Jones can't quite get there. Smith will look to latch onto it, but it's a positive start from us in this second half. Expected goals is looking very good. There's a lot to like about this so far. Walters now will look to pass it into Heel. It's bashed away, but Smith will pick it up. Makanjola out to Baptist. Chance to get across, and if he can beat his man, he can't. We look to work it, and we don't manage to work it, and Leamington do clear it well. But we pick it up again. This is something we weren't doing last year as heel nods onto Babos. And Alex Babos. Water is wet, the sky is blue. And Alex Babos scores goals. He's odds-on favourite to be the top goal scorer in this division this season. He's playing up front on his own. And with prowess like that, it's a good header from Ilmi, 6'3" midfielder. And Babos slots it in that bottom corner. That should, in essence, be game over, but it might be time to make a couple of changes, bring a couple of the new lads on, just blood them a little bit as Leamington go along, but Bamford picks it up well, and it's into Jones. Look how nice and high we are, and we're going to take the risk. We're going to run the risk. We haven't got the fastest centre-half in the world. We're going to run the risk of playing this offside trap. If it works, lovely. If it doesn't, then we're going to have to reassess it, as Leamington really should score there. But there's not much I can do. If we drop as deep and deep and deeper, we're not going to get anywhere. We're going to have to try and be proactive. And if we get caught, we get caught. We have to just score more goals. And as it is the first game of the season, we will make a couple of substitutions at this moment. So, who is struggling? Makinola's struggling a little bit, but I haven't got another central midfielder on the bench. Henderson looks like the man to come on. So, Lee Shaw's going to come off for Henderson. Babos is going to drop back into the midfield instead of Makinola, and it's going to be Jonathan Tiehi who comes on. He's called Jonathan, isn't he? I ain't just made that up. John Pierre. He's not called Jonathan. He's called Jean-Pierre. Right, Babos Henderson. He wants to be an inside winger, inverted winger, on support, which he can be. As we just look now, we'll just drop it back down to balance. As we look to see this game out, like I say, a lot of changes. I don't expect a fast start to the season. The turnover of players has been quite excessive, and there's been probably, I'd say, in the range of 35 players in and out of the door as we get caught in behind. But George Willis, who's now got genuine competition for that goalkeeping spot, makes a good save and then claims that well. So yeah, there's a lot this season to like about this squad, and hopefully, we don't know how good Leamington are. They will take shape after 5 or 6 games. But what we do know is that we are in better shape this season. I personally think anyway. And I think that will bring to the end, after a good win, boys, that will bring to the end episode 1 of the 2nd season. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. You can also catch us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/LueBlade. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.